Hi, welcome to a video of my flea market finds for Saturday, November 16th and Sunday, November 17th, 2024. So, Saturday was so-so. I did find one unusual thing to find at the flea market. I knew exactly what it was when I saw it. Unfortunately, well, I'll tell you how things evolved from the point that I bought it. I found it. I looked at it and I figured out right away what it was. And yes, it's something to help clean vinyl records. So you put a shop vac here. Here you have this thing with two brushes, but actually I found out these are just there to protect the record from the actual plastic thing. What's important is the vacuuming happening here, and like this, and I wonder if this tightens up. Anyway, so this is actually just a hockey puck, and parts of this has been made with a 3D printer, I think I read. I'm not sure, but I looked it up with this link, and also later I found on this part this is more precise. You just go to squeakycleanvinyl.com. You'll figure out what this is, although the one that's for sale for $195 first of all comes with essential accessories that this didn't have. I found out that it wasn't complete, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this, because you're supposed to put a record there, and then you make your own you know, with the ketchup bottles or vinegar bottles in the restaurant, you can fill it up. You're supposed to put your own cleaning fluid for records. You can, depending what recipe you use, and you shoot it around on the vinyl. And then you're supposed to have a little squeegee thing, which is the most essential accessory that is missing. And you go like this on the record, or you put it there and turn the record to make it all wet. Then you turn on the vacuum. You put this there, and you turn the record while this is vacuuming one way and then the other way. This is supposed to turn way easier than in the video, because there's a video on YouTube showing how this works. And then you shoot distilled water to rinse it out, and you do the same thing. And yeah, so it's supposed to come with a few accessories that I'm missing. And while I was taking it, and it came in the seller had it in the box. I wish it had the accessories, so I paid $10 for this, but I don't know what I can do with it without the little brush. I don't know what. Eventually I might find something. I'll remember I have this, but I have an old childhood record player that spins the records much more easily than this. But of course this is more practical in terms of using a shop vac, which I don't own. I would have to buy everything else. And while I was showing it to my dad, I forgot this wasn't locked, or it fell, and all this part here you can see is broken. I didn't even have time to finish showing it to my dad, but poof, a big chunk of it broke. So I got really upset for the rest of the day because I felt stupid. But then I looked up, and here what's really fun, I figured out this was a hockey puck, because it says here official made in Slovakia, but it's actually in Glass, G-A-L-S Co, and it's a company in Sherbrooke, Quebec. It's a hockey puck, so this is handmade. The guy sells this and apparently it has a lot of good reviews, but now I can't test it because I don't have all the accessories. But it was something unusual to find at the flea market, so at least, well, I broke it before I found out it was missing a lot of necessary accessories, so it made me feel less bad about breaking it. And I thought foolishly that this was supposed to keep the water from touching the label, because so far I haven't bought anything to clean records because I haven't found the affordable slash perfect a practical solution, which for me is a solution that involves absolutely keeping the labels dry. Any type of cleaning method that doesn't guarantee that there won't be any water on the label, I'm afraid to use. Here it would be this, like probably the fact that you turn the record. Anyway, next, 4 CDs, $1 each. I don't usually look at all the CDs, especially when they're in boxes like this and all the labels, paper labels, have been yellowed by the sun. You know, they've been cherry picked to death. This was a specific collection that somebody bought from somebody else. So recent, about a decade old French-Canadian CD. So I got Michel Rivard, and I'll switch to French here. Michel Rivard et le Flea Band, Roi de Rien. Malheureusement, il y avait une carte dedans pour 2 chansons Bonnie puis des versions acoustiques, puis le lien marche plus. Mais c'est pas le lien qui marche plus, c'est qu'il n'y a plus de... Sur le site du chanteur, il n'y a pas d'endroit où on peut rentrer de code. Cœur de pirate, blonde, je vous laisse essayer ça. Parce qu'il y a une tune d'elle que j'aime, puis il n'y a pas là-dessus, je savais pas c'était quoi le titre, j'ai fait mes recherches, puis c'est un CD de 2015 que je cherche, ça c'est celui de 2011. Cœur de pirate. Puis 2 CD de Stromae. Stromae avait 2 hits, qui sont un sur chaque. Celui-là, le hit, c'est bien sûr Alors on danse, 2010. Celui-là, c'est quoi le titre? Racine carrée. Le hit, c'est Papa Outé. So I got these 4 CDs for $4. Like I said earlier, if you don't speak French, this one, no, that one came with a card, with a code to download bonus tracks, 2 bonus tracks plus acoustic versions. There's no place on the website anymore to enter the code. It's to be expected. Oh yeah, some guy was selling out of a big tall box some square thermos bags for $2 each, so I couldn't resist and I got myself 2 of them. There's one still in the plastic here, and this one I've opened up to see what it looked like, and while he had one open I knew what it would look like, but it's pretty big. It says Couche-Tard, which is a convenience store chain. I don't know if I can, with one hand, manage to open this. The zipper is a little bit tricky. Let me put this down for a second. Let's look at the owl, or the Eule in German. I'm doing German lessons on Duolingo these days. I'm not very good. I'm very slow, and I don't practice the talking part. I always skip the talking part. Anyway, I have just enough of the bag open to show you what it's like inside. So it's only practical if you have a lot of cold or hot stuff. Probably better for hot stuff, but if you don't fill it up, probably it's not effective. Anyway, it was $2. I decided to take 2. I didn't know how many. And I think that was it for that day. Oh, and things I saw and not buy. I saw a vintage Pioneer receiver. I was willing to pay $40. The lady, I don't like that seller. She wanted $70, so I passed. Not too long later, I've met a man who bought it. Well, he didn't have it. I've asked him because I expected him to. I wanted to know if he saw it. Yeah, he bought it for $50. So I wasn't jealous because I would not have gone to $50. It was untested, you know. And another thing I saw was 2 boxes of 2 light bulbs. I tried to find as many incandescent light bulbs that I can find. And the lady wanted $5 for the 2 boxes of 2 bulbs. So pass. It was the same seller. Forward to Sunday, the 17th of November. Nothing much. Same sellers, more or less. And then start looking at a seller that told me like last week or 2 weeks ago. I think last week was his last week, but actually it wasn't. He was back. And I started looking. He had the same children DVDs, and then I start seeing at the table. I reach a table. I start seeing keychains, assortment of keychains on the table. And one of the first ones I saw was this Raisin Bran. Oops, I don't know where to. Raisin Bran. This is a cheap camera. Sorry about that. So I collect these. Well, I many years ago I found the Special K for 20 cents somewhere in a yard sale. Many years ago. It was alone, and then not so long ago, a few years ago, I found for $7 whopping the Sugar Smacks one. So now because I had two, I had to find the rest, and that's the least. Well, because I never liked Raisin Bran, but that's the one I found. So I had to check the rest of the lot to find more of these. Didn't find any more boxes like these as keychains. But the guy said he had bought a collection of 6,000 roughly keychains. He had like a few boxes on the table. So at 0 degrees Celsius with no gloves, I was checking for 45 minutes up to an hour, a whole lot of keychains, different prices. We'll go to these are the two first ones I picked. He told me those were $2. This is Schwartz. I remember my mom buying spices with that logo. This is an old keychain, 1841, 1966. I wasn't even born. 125th anniversary. That's pretty cool. Okay, but let's go through the ones that were $1 each. And this is, by the way, the second bag that you saw earlier. So I mostly look for stores or logos that change, or stores or brands that have disappeared. Except the TD here, I had one when I was a teen that I found somewhere, and I like playing with this thing. But mine is all worn out. It's in a box of souvenirs downstairs, so couldn't pick one. I took both. Rona. I like the bird here. I remember it brings me back to the 70s. Sonoco, we used to have Sonoco stations here. We don't anymore, not that I know of. Lifesavers, Peppermint. Let me stay closer like this. Sorry if it's a little bit. La Vache qui rit. Provincial, which is a lottery in Quebec that is long gone. This is I think the name of this bear is Misha, if I'm not mistaken. It says Monteuil, Association Sportive Monteuil Laval. But this I remember is the 1980 Olympics mascot from Russia. I hope I got the name right. Yoplait. I don't think that's still the logo of this yogurt brand. Kangaroos, next 10 kilometers. Schneider's, Kitchener, Ontario. Schneider's. This is pretty cool. This side doesn't matter much. It says Les Cosmétiques Lady Finelle. But look, it says Lolo 6. And you shake this and you stop. And it stops on 6 different numbers. It's not very scientific, because you can decide that if you'll have the 1 and 2 and 2. But there you go. This is Yvon Deschamps, very big name here in Quebec for stand-up comedy. He's retired now. And Le Chaînon à 50 ans. Man, Le Chaînon was there before he took over it, or that he helped. Le Chaînon is a place for women who need help. Anyway, let's move on. This I was happy to find. Master Charge, because now it's MasterCard. I was hoping to find a ChargeX one, but I only found a Visa one, so I left it there. Master Charge. This is a pet shop. Boutique d'animaux d'escompte Super Yogi. Oh, that's not the one I remember. Okay, it's a different address from the one I remember that was in Cartierville. near the bridge between Laval and Montreal, where there used to be the Belmont Park amusement park. When I used to take the bus back and forth to go to my university. Anyway, I used to see the Yogi pet shop with that toucan there. So, like I said, I collect things that bring me back to the past. A bunch of relatives, several aunts and uncles, worked at La Banque d'Épargne, which is now Banque Laurentienne. So I found two of these. So we have the logo with the bees. Here we have La Banque d'Épargne, La Banque Personnelle, which is so far away from the truth today. Banque d'Épargne again. And Oscar, votre nouveau caissier automatique personnel. This is when around 1986 they introduced the ATM. So the first time I used an ATM was an Oscar ATM at this bank. Two different styles of 1984 Olympic Games keychains with this eagle. This is a transparent round one. Oh! Actually, this is... Oh, I thought they printed both sides. No, this is just the reverse image of this. Oh, it's so weird. Okay. Manic, which used to be a soccer team in Montreal. And this one, I was so happy. None of you know what this is. Well, maybe a few viewers. CFGL, le FM qui parle et qui chante, 105,7. This is the radio station that my mom mostly listened to in the late 70s, mid to late 70s, that was on all day, every day of the week. I had breakfast every morning before school and coming back home. This was in the kitchen playing. So my taste for French music came from Jean-Pierre Coallier et Serge Turgeon, who Jean-Pierre Coallier I think was the main owner of this station, and Serge Turgeon was an actor who also hosted some shows. So yeah, I remember, and I know the logo because they released a few. I have a sticker of this radio station on my first 45 carrying case, but I don't have it handy here. So far we have, I don't know how many. And there was this one that wasn't too sure if it was supposed to be $1 or $2. He charged me $1 for each of these. This is a turtle that says l'option invalidité. This is Assurance Vie des Jardins. I remember I have the ad somewhere on my bed of VCR that they had a very well animated TV commercial of the turtle family. So I knew right away what it was when I saw it. So I think he counted 1, 2, 3. Wait, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. I think there's 21 here. And he said 22, 23, 24, 25, and then this one he wasn't sure if it was 1 or 2. He said okay, 25 for the lot. So it should have been either 26 or 27 for the lot. I got it for 25, not a big rebate, but I cherry picked a 6,000 or so keychain collection that other people, not many people bought some before me. He had sold a few because he told me when we go back to this box here, this Kellogg keychain, he said he had two that he sold to someone earlier, I think Saturday or maybe Friday morning, because the flea market is open Friday morning, but I work on Fridays. And he thought he sold it to another seller. So I went to see him, and he said, no, I told him I didn't buy any other. He did buy some cool ones before I could, but not a cereal box. So he showed me which ones he bought, and he showed me the ones he cherry picked, and I said, can I buy these two? He said, yeah, you won't like the price. How much? $5 each. Oh, that's the market value. That's pretty good, actually. So So I got these two here. I got for $5 each from this other seller, Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum and Wrigley's Juicy Fruit. And I had to buy them because I have, unfortunately I can't show it to you, I don't know where I put it, but I know I have it. I have the green double mint one. I think it's double mint it's called. Wait, is it double mint? Yeah, I think it's called double mint. Anyway, it's yeah, it's double mint, I remember now, it's green. So that's really cool. So I have 3 of those because I already own 2, and I have 3 of those as well. What was my next purchase after that? That was the paper. Where's the paper? There it is. After that I got a DVD of Tintin et le Lac aux Requins, which is my favorite animated Tintin movie for several reasons. The script is original to the movie. It's not a book adapted into a movie, and the villain is funny and well done. It's Rastapopoulos, and he has all sorts of gadgets and stuff, and it's well done. I think it's I forgot the year, 72, I think. It's not on the box, but I vaguely remember it's a 90s. Anyway, it was on a DVD. It was $1, so I said sure. Then remember I mentioned the light bulbs I couldn't get. Well, they were still there, but the lady I don't like very much wasn't there. I think it was the husband. So he let me have those 2 boxes of 2 bulbs each for $2. So that's 50 cents per bulb. I have to buy all the incandescent bulbs. I can't use. First of all, the LEDs. Even if I could, if I didn't get a headache, they only have this much of the bulb that doesn't light up. So if I try to put these at this 2 of those on the ceiling of my room, it doesn't work. It's like it doesn't light up properly. In the kitchen there's only 1 bulb, and half of the kitchen is not lit up. It's garbage. So I need the incandescent bulbs. And the ones at the dollar store last about 2.5 months each, which is a rip-off. And you have to use a 100 watt to get 60 watts worth of light. And final purchase, I got tempted to buy these suede. How is it pronounced in English? Suede gloves for $15. So there we go. That was my slow weekend, but let's not forget we're in November now. So thanks for watching.